The good, the bad, and the ugly of Payday 3. The long-awaited sequel to one of my favorite games of all time, and one that's been well received by the masses since its release, saw the light of day back in May of 2016, when it was announced, and we stand here 7 years later with the release of that installment. Payday 3. On September 21st, 2023, Payday fans across the world rejoiced as we finally got our new edition, or we wished that was the case. Let's rip the band-aid off right away and cover the issues with Payday 3's launch. Online-only modes/games are something I truly do hate as someone who goes through quite a bit of solo gaming. It's frustrating to me that bugs, poor connection, errors on the server providers, or just a dead multiplayer like older games we've come to love have experienced could stop me from playing and loving a game. I enjoyed running through solo heisting Payday 2 with the offline mode, trying to do everything in my nature to stealth my way across the game on the hardest difficulties. And every now and then buddy up on a stealth or join it with the boys to run something that probably would have exhausted all the ammunition in the world if it weren't just a game. So, seeing that when I bought the game a day or two after its release, not knowing the server issues it was encountering, I was excited to jump on and play until my roommate let me know that he tried to do that very same thing and was halted. One Google search later revealed that I just spent money on something I couldn't even play. But eventually this was all cleared up and was able to hop in with the boys, to only discover how different the game played. I don't know if it's just me, but the base game felt too linear. Obviously we're coming off a DLC-soaked content-fueled beast in Payday 2, so I have to reel back a bit on being harsh with this first critique. But I simply don't like the path it kind of pushes you down. It lacks the substance of opening up the crime net and picking one of the many jobs that pop up over time while you're deciding how you wanted to play that day. Speaking of substance, it lacks a bit of everything. Masks, guns, outfits, concealment, we'll cover that more later. The dropping of the main skill tree, now it's just this skills and buffs tab. Remember this from Payday 2? That's what we have now. And the use for money. No more offshore bank account, which means no more gambling. Since everything is locked behind level requirements, there's not much sense of urgency to spend. I barely have it all, really. Yes, I know Payday 2 had them as well, but me and the boys cranked through a lot of the heist, almost the entire game, trying to perfect the craft while we were going through it. But I still came out with just a fucking sweater vest, a mask I really didn't care for or have already seen, and woohoo, like one new gun. Hopefully content padding throughout 3's lifespan will hold up just as well as 2 did. Still, picking apart for a bit more before moving into the good, I must say that the difficulty spike is wild. We ran through everything on normal. If it was possible to stealth, we stealthed. But as for going loud, I didn't expect to see so many dozers and cloakers railing me in extreme fashions. And then the stealth spike, where pagers get dropped from 4 to 2 on overkill difficulty compared to the normal difficulty, while putting you into a position where you can't kill off what's known as the lead guard, who of course gets put right into the position where you're used to running because of his endless pagers. Then on any difficulty, movement can be heard, which alerts guards. Me being an average run everywhere and stealth because I know the drill Payday 2 player, you know, that type of player, was fucked over many times from this habit. I felt as if I was probably doing this my first run, so obviously some of this critique I'm giving might, I might get used to it over time, but I was blindsided by the added obstacles. And when it comes to controls, I have one big complaint. The marking/telling civs to get down is now the up arrow on PS5. It's a straight inconvenience, and I don't believe there's a way around it yet. I don't know if you can switch it around. I haven't tried. As for the trophy hunter and the completionist in me, I never will 100% too, because there's just so much there. And as for the platy, well, that's tough sell for me, even after 630 plus hours. So when I checked 3's list, I was shocked. Only 23 trophies, and that includes the platinum. I don't know whether to be excited at the plat that when played as much as 2's will definitely be earned, or to be disappointed in the lack of trophies. It'll all take some time getting used to. I just jabbed hard into this game, twisting a knife before yanking it out, so I guess it's time to leave here with a happy ending. I love anything Payday, especially with that new FPS feel for fast-paced movement, zoomed out FOV, and a great feeling gunplay that resembles the newer Modern Warfares. It makes for a good time. Change isn't all that bad, so let's go over it. When it comes to the revamped stealth mechanics, I'm a fan, 100%. I did knock off some few things here and there, but overall, the ability to sprint and lockpick without a mask is big for me. Like previously stated, I like to move like I know the drill. Being able to grab key cards off of guards, hacking phones, and getting QR codes are fantastic little touches. Add that with the area feature, where you can be free to move without being caught unless doing something illegal, which is your public area at first. Then you have your private area, where guards and cameras can now be alerted to your presence if seen or heard unmasked or masked, but if still unmasked, civs act only if you do something illegal near them. So basically back to 2's way of doing things. Then your secure area, where shit goes down. Whatsoever, you're not supposed to be there, so everyone and everything can cause you to be alerted. Speaking of alerted, if seen by just one guard, he'll chase you down attempting to arrest you, giving you time for your friends or you the opportunity to kill him and go back to what you were doing. But there's a good chance you'll get put into a searching situation. Instead of just calling for backup right away, guards will begin to search, giving you more time before you're officially caught. Now, this is a definite if you use one too many pages or miss a pager, but as for the rest of the search mechanic, it'll be mainly used once a guard has heard you and becomes suspicious. Now, our beloved concealment mechanic has been done away with for this area-based stealth mechanic, and I'm a bit torn, as it takes away a lot of the customization and planning before heists to get that perfect single-digit concealment. But since we're cranking out a good ending, I will say it's definitely not a negative change, as in it's a very creative, new, and very well put together mechanic. It could have been worse, honestly. Let's go down the list of gameplay changes that I love very much. Lockpicking. Significantly faster with a different look. QTE. Speeds up the gameplay. I love it. Small safe cracking. Dialogues add variety. Instead of always seeing this damn lockpicking action or using drills, which drills are actually non-existent except for when going loud. Vault codes and unlocking. Keypad plus the UV light show the fingerprints of what numbers are used. Offers a way of just, guessing the code without going for the manager, even though that's like 16 guesses. But if you do go for the manager type person, you'll human shield them to the door, and you can activate a way of getting the right codes so you don't have to guess. Hostages. Unlimited zip ties, although very useful indoors. 3 has endless NPCs and a shit ton of them outdoors, so don't try to corral everyone. Option to the human shield is added on top of the follow command. Allows for good protection, going loud, or a way of progressing the mission. And then you have die packs. Very self-explanatory and an obvious add to a heisting game. You better be fast. All in all, after everything I've just uttered out of my mouth, I must say that I'm just okay with Payday 3. So as for the base game before all the DLCs and updates start seeing the sun, I'll give Payday 3 a 7.1. Seeing that it sits at $40 for the base price, I already think that's a fair enough price. If caught on sale, I'd definitely grab it if you enjoy the Payday series. As for the Platy, well, it requires a good squad, obviously, just like 2 did, but it just has 22 trophies, and then 23 if you include the Platinum, so if I ever get around to doing it in full and platting it, I'll cover it, but maybe I'll get to it, I don't know. Take some time. If I missed a feature that you enjoyed or disliked, let me know in the comments and I'll answer it, and then I'll pin it up here so you can know where I stand with it. Thank you everybody for watching my review of Payday 3. Now I know it's not some in-depth one that I normally do, but I just wanted to get this quick out there because I'm still playing it. I'm still kind of liking it. I'm still kind of hating it at the same time. So I just wanted to get this up there. Thank you everybody for watching. Peace out everybody.